This new Chinese AI model is insane. A team out of China just built an AI brain with 1 trillion moving parts. Then they ripped out 1/3 of those parts. And the thing actually got smarter, like way smarter. If that doesn't blow your mind, stick around because what I'm about to show you changes everything we thought we knew about building AI. Okay, so here's what happened. There's a lab in China called Yuan Lab AI. Most people haven't heard of them yet, but they just dropped something that has the entire AI world paying attention. They released a model called Yuan 3.0 Ultra, and on paper, it looks like just another big AI. 1 trillion parameters, billions of calculations, blah, blah, blah. We've heard that before, right? But here's the thing that makes this different from anything else out there. Every other AI company is playing the same game. Build bigger, use more power, throw more hardware at it. That's been the playbook since the beginning. OpenAI does it, Google does it, everyone does it. These guys said, no, we're going the other direction. They started with something even bigger than what they ended up with. Their first version had roughly 1.5 trillion moving parts inside it. That's absolutely enormous. But during the building process, they noticed something weird. A huge chunk of those parts were basically asleep. They weren't helping. They weren't learning. They were just there, taking up space and slowing everything down. So they did something nobody expected. They built a tool that hunts down those lazy parts and removes them automatically, not at the end of the process, right in the middle of it. While the AI is still learning, by the time everything was done, a full third of the model had been stripped away. And here's the punchline. The AI trained nearly 50% faster after that, and it performed better on real tests. Not worse, better. Now, I need to explain why this works, because on the surface, it makes no sense. How do you delete 1/3 of something and make it smarter? Sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's actually really clever engineering, and I'm going to break it down so simple that a 5-year-old could get it. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. All right, so picture this. You own a restaurant. You've got 100 chefs in the kitchen. Every time an order comes in, you don't need all 100 chefs making one sandwich, right? That's insane. You just need the 2 or 3 chefs who are best at making that sandwich. That's how this AI works. Inside the model, there are tons of mini brains called experts. Each one is good at different stuff. When you give the AI a question, it doesn't wake up every single expert. It picks just the handful that are best suited for that question. The rest stay quiet. This setup is called mixture of experts, and it's been around for a while, but it has a dirty little secret that nobody likes to talk about. Some of those experts become rock stars. They get picked constantly. They handle most of the heavy lifting, but a bunch of the other experts just sit there doing nothing. They never get picked. They never get better. They're dead weight. Now, here's the key. This doesn't happen after training. It happens during training. So the model is learning and trimming itself at the same time, like a tree that prunes its own dead branches while it grows. They started with 64 experts per layer. After this automatic trimming, they kept no more than 48. That alone wiped out a massive amount of wasted space, but they didn't stop there because there was a second problem. When you run an AI this big, you need hundreds of computer chips working together. Each chip handles some of the experts, but when certain experts are super popular and others aren't, you get a traffic jam. Some chips are maxed out, others are bored. That's wasted power. So they built another system on top of the first one. This one constantly shuffles which experts live on which chips. The busy experts get spread across different chips, so no single chip gets overwhelmed. Over time, everything balances out perfectly. Put those two systems together, and the training speed went through the roof. We're talking a 49% jump. The pruning alone gave about a 32% boost. The load balancing added another 15 on top of that. Now, quick pause here. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, this AI stuff is moving fast and I need to figure out how to use it for my business, I get it. That's exactly why I built the AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with AI automation. We break down AI breakthroughs like this Chinese model and show you step by step how to use these tools in the real world. Link is in the description and comments. Okay, back to it because we haven't even gotten to the results yet. And this is where it gets really fun. Before they went all in on the big model, they tested this pruning approach on smaller versions first. Smart, right? They tried a 10 billion parameter version. They pushed the pruning hard, removed a ton of experts. And guess what? The accuracy barely budged. In some tests, the trimmed down version actually scored higher than the full version. Because when you remove the passengers, the workers get more room to shine. They did the same thing on a 20 billion parameter version. ran it through math tests, knowledge tests, logic puzzles, trivia. Across the board, the lean version held up or beat the original. Then they got bold. They doubled the number of experts and tried again. Still worked. They quadrupled it. Still worked. Every time they scaled up, the pruning kept delivering. Now, here's another thing they did that I think is genius. After the main training was done, they moved to what I'd call the finishing school phase. This is where the AI learns how to reason better and give sharper answers. And they ran into a problem that tons of AI models have. The AI was overthinking. You ever ask someone what time it is and they tell you the entire history of clocks? That's what the AI was doing. Simple question, massive long-winded answer, pages of unnecessary reasoning just to get to a basic conclusion. So they built a reward system. If the AI solves a problem in fewer steps, it gets a treat. Good job. But if it takes too many steps, especially more than 3 rounds of back and forth with itself, the reward drops. It might even get punished for overthinking. After training with the system, the AI's reasoning accuracy jumped by about 16%, and the average answer length dropped by about 14%. Smarter and shorter. That's the dream combo right there. So what happened when they put it all together and ran the final test against the big dogs? On document retrieval, which is basically finding specific info inside a pile of documents, UN 3.0 Ultra scored higher than GPT, Claude, and Gemini on that test. That's not a small thing. Those are the 3 biggest names in AI. On long-form retrieval across 10 different tasks, it led 9 out of 10. On table understanding and data analysis, it beat multiple leading models across 15 different data sets. On summarization, same story. Beat several top competitors, coding tests, math tests, database queries, strong numbers across the board, over 90% on some math benchmarks, over 80% on coding tests, nearly 88% on broad knowledge tests. Now, am I saying this is the best AI ever made? No. Different models are better at different things. That's always going to be true. But here's what matters. This team just proved that the future of AI isn't about being the biggest. It's about being the smartest. They showed that you can take something massive, strip away the waste, and end up with something that's faster and more accurate. That's a massive shift, because for years everyone assumed bigger equals better, more parameters, more chips, more electricity, more everything. And these guys just said, actually, no, if you're smart about what you keep and what you cut, less can be more. Think about what that means going forward, right? If this approach catches on, we could see AI models that are way more efficient, that run faster, that need less hardware. That means better tools for everyone, better tools for businesses, better tools for creators, better tools for you. The AI race just got a whole lot more interesting. It's not just about who can build the biggest brain anymore. It's about who can build the sharpest one. And right now, this team from China just made a very loud statement. So if you want to stay on top of every AI breakthrough like this and learn how to actually apply these tools to grow your business and get more customers, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We cover the latest AI automation strategies and help you put them to work. It's the best community out there for staying ahead of the curve. Link in the description and comments. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. It's our free AI community. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. Can smaller, smarter models actually take down the giants? Julian reads every single one. I'll catch you in the next video.